The present perception consists of everything perceived and conceived, and is a representation of totality. It is not a collection of many things, unless attention is focused here and there. Focus is utilitarian only. A soft focus reveals that the present perception is actually a single snapshot, as if taken by a multimedia device, and includes the entirety of experience, including thinking and sensing. We can soften the focus right now and check to see if this is true. Look at the present perception and decide not to comment or describe it. It's a single snapshot, right? This is what is meant by oneness. In soft focus mode, we might notice that the present multimedia single snapshot is presented as a landscape oval, like the picture on this video. We should verify this for ourselves in this soft focus mode. Going to the edges of this oval of perception, it is seen to fade out into what can only be described as emptiness. The oval of perception floats in this vast emptiness, and it can be noticed that it can be seen for what it is, a magical but relatively small part of experience. Noticing this may confirm a reduced seriousness of what is called my life. It may also throw us back, so to speak, and reveal that I am always aware that there is much more than just appearance. The much more is my essential nature of emptiness, which includes the magic of perception. The perceptual oval of experience is ever changing in content while remaining a single snapshot, whereas I never move. Travelling a so-called world is a change of perceptual content in the single snapshot with no movement involved whatsoever. We can prove this to ourselves while walking or driving. Go into soft focus mode and notice how the landscape moves through you. As children, many of us have done this. Through belief in utilitarian thinking, we come to believe in a world out there. Each time we move, we experience a change of content in the perceptual oval, which magically knits with the last and gives the illusion of continuity. No one has ever seen a world. The belief that there is a world out there stifles the simplicity and love that can only be known in the present perception. Remember, each snapshot is a representation of totality, so at every moment we are presented with all we need to realise the love that we are. Nothing else is required. A friend asking for help from an apparent land called India appears in the present snapshot and can be responded to from simplicity and love, without the usual baggage and no belief system being added. This morning I was considering how a world that seems to have coherence can seem to be. I was in the bathroom and heard a message tone on my tablet. Immediately I invented another room, and with that the idea of space and time. The actual experience was a single snapshot which included non-located sound, and I could see clearly how the utility of thought must fabricate an apparent world of space and time for everything to seem to happen in. Paradoxically, the single snapshot of perception involving all experience at once can also be seen to be intelligently organised. Each of the senses, although arising simultaneously, are actually appearing as their own field of experience, yet seem to interact. We can look now and see, for instance, that the field of sight does not interfere with the field of sound or any other senses, and vice versa. We could remove sound and sight would not be affected. Similarly, if two apparent people are in the same apparent room, both will experience a similar but completely different set of perceptions, and yet amazingly there can be interaction. I know the apparent other as myself because he appears in my world, and yet in this experience and the apparent other's experience, we live in different universes. This is what is meant when the sages say, there are no others, although there seem to be. Ultimately, it can't be denied that from present moment experience, all that is known of an apparent world is the single snapshot being presented in the oval of perception, whilst simultaneously knowing that there is a reality of emptiness which forever dwarfs it. Emptiness is what I am. Seen in actual experience again and again, we can know the apparent world as a magical play of creativity and love, diminished in heaviness but enhanced in importance as what it truly is, an expression of love itself. My sense is that the seeing that I've offered is the way to reveal this to ourselves and allow it to be expressed. Now you know why my videos are always presented with a picture in an oval that blur at the edges into an empty background.